Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Halo Infinite Shop update. The first new bundle we are going to take a look at is Steel Heart. This bundle, of course, gives you the Steel Heart Epic Helmet for the Hazmat Core, which is a quite goofy looking helmet, especially from the side, alongside some other cosmetics for the Hazmat Core. As I've said in previous videos, I'm really not a fan of the Hazmat Core. I was actually quite disappointed back in Season 4 when it released. I thought a Hazmat Core for a Spartan would look great, but I just don't love the direction they took it, with being more baggy pants almost, and puffy armor plates. Also in this bundle is the Lime Time Legendary Armor Coating, which is for every single core. It's definitely not a bad coating, but it's not something I'm particularly a fan of. It does look pretty good, however, on the Mark V core. You are also getting a epic weapon coating for every single weapon, which is in a similar kind of vibe to the Lime Time armor coating. And lastly, you get a little infection charm. With these charms, I'd really like it if they put it into all one bundle, like just a bunch of charms in one, because I feel like a lot of people like these, and personally I really like this one, but I'm not going to shell out 1,200 credits just for this little charm. Maybe if they put a bunch of them together, like the Fusion Coil, this one, and some others, for like 100 or 200 credits, I do think some people would pick it up. We also have the Rock Eye bundle for 1,400 credits. It includes the Deeper Glow Epic Armor Coating, which is for every single core. This coating is definitely interesting. It's quite unique. I do think it is pretty good. It's like an interesting selection of both dark and light blues. It definitely looks quite nice on the Mark V core. Also in this bundle is the Rock Eye helmet, which is for Mark VII. As far as I'm aware, this is the first iteration of this helmet ever, like just in Halo, and honestly, it does look pretty good. I do find a lot of the 343 helmets kind of look all weird, and this one is not too bad. The helmet attachment on it isn't great, it kind of just looks funky. It's like a little binocular, I think, on the top, but it's not too bad. Personally, I'm not in love with the helmet, but I can see it as looking pretty Halo-esque. You also do get a nameplate as well as a backdrop. The big problem with this bundle is, of course, its price, which is 1,400 credits, which is kind of ridiculous for just getting a helmet and an armor coating. I mean, sure, you are getting an emblem and a backdrop, but I don't think many people put that as a high value item. Personally, I think this should be valued around more like 800 credits, maybe even less, but that's just my opinion. We also in the shop still have the Hazmat Haven Super Bundle, as well as its littler bundles individually. I do think this will probably go away next week. It has been in the shop for, I want to say, 2, maybe even 3 weeks now, but that's probably just due to the event. The next actual bundle we'll be looking at is Spring Growth for 700 credits. It's this kind of like Minecraft grass block kind of weapon coating. I do think it actually looks really nice, and you do get it for every single gun. But I just find 700 credits to be a lot for just a weapon coating. Personally, I don't care too much about customizing my weapons, so it feels like it's even less valuable, but even for someone who does, and for someone who loves this coating, I think this would be more fairly priced around the 300 credit mark. And lastly this week we have Kinetic Instruction, which is unfortunately just 3 weapon coatings, being the BR, the AR, and the Sidekick, all for 400 credits. I do think this is kind of a more lazy weapon coating, as it sort of looks like some of the other ones. So I definitely won't be picking it up, and I wouldn't recommend anyone else to do it. But it is also 400 credits, which does seem overpriced. Maybe 200 credits for this bundle would be a little fairer. And that's everything for this week's shop. It is definitely a smaller one than we're used to, but that might just mean that they're gearing up for more content next week or the week after that. Let me know down in the comments below whether you're picking up anything this week or your thoughts on the content in general. And as always, thank you for watching.